There's a saying in English, it never rains, but it pours, meaning misfortunes come in rapid succession. Today in East Africa, that means locusts, heavy rains, and again locusts. They're back. Earlier this year came an infestation the likes of which East Africa hadn't seen in decades. Vast swarms the size of cities, containing billions of locusts, ate their way across the region and beyond. One swarm in Kenya covered an area 40 kilometres by 60 kilometres. Even a relatively small swarm can eat as much in one day as 35,000 people can. The worst hit countries were Kenya, Somalia and Ethiopia. What's coming next, though, could be over a wider area. That generation of locusts is mostly gone. The insects only live about 5 months, but their descendants are about to be born. The recent abnormally rainy season was in their favour. Female locusts prefer to lay their pods of up to 80 eggs in damp soil. Right now they're hidden. In June, they'll hatch, move along the ground, and they'll be hungry. So, questions. How many are there? Where are they? Within weeks, the young locusts will grow wings, take to the air, and swarm. And that's just as farmers across the region begin to harvest their crops. So the key is to find them, catch them on the ground, and kill them with insecticide sprayed by hand, vehicles, and from the air. The UN's Food and Agricultural Organization is working with governments and other organizations. Large areas have been treated, but they probably amount to less than half of the breeding grounds. And in Ethiopia and Somalia, stocks of insecticide are running low. In parts of Kenya, the rains made some rural roads inaccessible, hampering the operation. The COVID-19 outbreak has had an effect, disrupting supply chains of pesticide shipments and slightly restricting scientific monitoring. If control activities fail, the UN fears overwhelming food shortages in East Africa and the spread of the swarms into Sudan and on into the Sahel, the same region as is already afflicted with food shortages and conflict. Many other countries are in the firing line, notably parts of Yemen, Iran, Pakistan and India. Much of what happens next depends on the weather, which will be watched as closely as the insects themselves. How dry will it be? Which way will the wind blow? By the way, there's another connection with COVID-19. The UN officials said about the locusts, "We may need 2 years to tame this enemy."